Many of you are looking for a fun first car that will not only turn heads, but will also provide you with your first enjoyable driving experience that you will be talking about for years to come. So today, I've made a list of 5 cars and an honorable mention that will give you the best high school experience that you can ever imagine. And stick around till the end because I want to know which one you would own and why. Let's go! I bet a lot of your friends have or will have a Honda Civic, and they're really not that bad. Except the one that is actually a lot of fun to drive is the Civic Si, which I think the CK fell off of it because it stands for sick. The 8th generation has a Revvy 2-liter engine that puts out 200 horses and will do 0 to 60 in 6.7 seconds. And when you pair that engine with a chassis that just loves to dance around the curves, you got something that's pretty spectacular. Now, the 8th gen was produced from 2006 to 2011, and it's a fun, practical car that's relatively cheap on insurance. Snag one of these and you might become one of the most popular kids in high school. And if you don't, at least you have one of the most reliable cars. You may not think that a Ford Mustang is the perfect choice for a high schooler. I mean, after all, they're pretty much addicted to crowds. But hear me out, because the S197 is a V6 pony car, and it was produced from 2005 to 2010. And for a fun, affordable rear drive coupe, I think it looks pretty good. Now the thing is, this car has pretty surprising performance for a V6. See, the cast iron 4-liter put out 210 horses, or roughly as much as a V8 Mustang only a decade earlier. Which means if you're trying to dip out of class early, if you know what I mean, then you can go 0 to 60 in just 6.9 seconds. And guys, nothing screams America more than pulling up an American Icon and asking that cute girl out on a date or to prom. All right, now it is time for the ideal question of the day. Okay, I know that a lot of you guys probably have already bought your first car. You may still be in high school, you may not be, but what was your first car, or what is going to be your first car? And if it is what was your first car, do you have any ideal stories about that car? The best one is gonna get pinned. So let us know down in the comments and let's carry on. Sadly, the Ford Fiesta ST has been discontinued in the USA. That being said, we're lucky that we got the old one. See, the Fiesta ST is a smoking hot hatch that's quick, nimble, and the manual transmission is pretty stellar. Plus, just look at this thing. I think it would look awesome in your high school parking lot, wedged in between 2 oversized SUVs. Oh, and because it's a hot hatch, you can fit a lot of stuff in it. And the mighty ST pushes out 197 horses, which will pull this thing with its front wheels from 0 to 60 in 6.9 seconds. And the one thing about the ST is that it has some serious rally routes. Just check out this Fiesta R5 that they race in WRC all over the world. So yeah, you know the ST, the rally car's younger brother, is both athletic and one of the best cars to have fun at lower speeds. Remember, vaping is bad, but if you're a Subi fan, the next car on this list is your flavor of the week, because the Impreza 2.5 RS is the car that more or less defined Subaru as a brand. And yes, this car was built in the late 90s, and kind of like a fine wine, it only gets better with time, because this son of a rally car has literally aged so well. And if you're in a climate that you need all-wheel drive, or you just like the added safety, well, the Subaru 2.5 RS puts the power down extremely well. Except it's a little low on power, only 165 horses, which is good for 0 to 60 in about 8 seconds. But seriously, this car looks good, handles well, and it's more versatile than a Swiss Army knife. Well, now it is time for that honorable mention, baby. All of the vehicles or ideal cars on this list so far have been great on the road, but not so great off the road. And if you're the kind of person that likes it when the roads get rough, well, the Jeep Wrangler might be your golden ticket. Specifically the JK series, which just oozes fun. Yeah, it's definitely not fast, going 0 to 60 in 10 seconds, but it is easily one of the most recognizable vehicles in the world. It's been making things more fun topless for decades. And if you're into getting a little dirt on the tires, a JK Jeep Wrangler in both the 2-door and 4-door variation is ready for anything and everything that you can throw at it. If you really enjoy driving, then the Toyota BRZ is one of the best two-seater sports cars, well, ever made. Yeah, they have the Toyota 86 and the Scion FRS, but I mean, regardless of what you call it, it is a great car. The steering feel and handling is on point, and with an engine making 200 horses, 0 to 60 comes in just 6.3 seconds. It's pretty much just a road legal go-kart. And no, you won't be the quickest guy on the block because this is a momentum car. And holy shit, it handles like a dream. The BRZ is the perfect tool if you're wanting to learn how to properly drive a car. And if you snag this one or any of the other cars on the list, I can guarantee you won't be disappointed. So let us know down in the comments which one of these would be the ideal car sitting in your high school parking lot. Oh, and if this list wasn't enough for you, you need to go check out the best sports cars under 10K, or check out what YouTube recommends you watch next. Oh, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. But either way, you can't lose, and as always, keep living that ideal lifestyle.